So today's top 5 is the top 5 makeups in motion pictures. There's a lot of them, so bear with us. We're gonna probably leave a lot out, but you can help us out with that in your comments below.
Exactly.
So, Aspen, go first.
Thank God she's going first. I get tired of always going first. So.
Okay. Okay. So number 5 is Johnny Depp in Edward Scissorhands.
Nice. Okay. Nice.
Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Whoa, slow down. let's expand a little bit about Johnny Depp. What did you like about Johnny Depp?
Okay.
I know it's your first time doing this, but come on, we got a format.
Second, she did horror, remember?
All right.
Anyway. Okay.
And after that, I got you going first.
Be quiet. We don't talk about that. Okay. Well, okay, fine. Going back, Edward Scissorhands. They did really good on his face makeup to they made him so pale that it made the scars deeper, and it just helped the story on. And it.
What about the actual scissor hands? Those are actually pretty cool too.
Yes. I mean,
Make Kruger jealous.
yeah. See,
And what about his stone face?
So Johnny Depp and everything.
Johnny Depp.
Except when he was Glenn in Elm Street. Anyway, number 4.
Okay, number 4 is Robin Williams in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Okay, very nice.
I mean, clearly, obviously. I mean, it's hard to say that this is just the makeup because Robin Williams did such a good job with the character that the makeup was almost just kind of like his tag-along partner.
Wait. Robin Williams or Martin Lawrence, Big Mama House?
Robin Williams as far as makeup. Robin Williams.
They took Big Mama too far. They kept making them.
Robin Williams or White Chicks?
Nah. Say Nutty Professor. Come on.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Michael Keaton in Beetlejuice.
Ooh, that's good. That's a good one. Very nice.
That's clear. I mean, I just love Beetlejuice so much.
And that's why I don't do 2 shows. That is why I don't do 2 shows anymore. They won't do that.
Okay, number 2. Danny DeVito, the Penguin.
Ooh.
Batman Returns.
Very
Love the Penguin. The Penguin is my favorite.
I actually think that his interpretation of the Penguin is the reason why they've never done it again. Because who's gonna follow that?
Except for Gotham, the show.
But you could make an argument for
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Robin Williams.
Forget everything I just said because it was all wrong.
Leave that part out. But to your point, I mean, the same could be said with Jack. I mean, Jack did a great job. He was the Joker personified as far as the comics are concerned. Who would have thought that would have been? It actually took a modern take on it to actually elevate it. So, and then get thrown down by Jared Leto. All right, number 1.
Okay, and number 1, obviously, is Robert Englund as Krueger in The Nightmare on Elm Street.
There you go.
I mean, that has
Kevin Yeager, very nice.
everything. I wish I could be Krueger.
You can. You just burn you.
Very nice. All right, Terrence, go second. What do you got?
All right, see, this is why my top 5s are always unique because there's so many ones that everybody are gonna go and jump on. So I didn't pick any of those that's on your list.
Boo!
That was a shot, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't a shot.
That was a shot at Aspen.
That's what I'm saying is that her list is what everybody would
Well,
pick.
speaking of shots, set us up.
All right, so my top 5. Number 5. Looper. Jordan Goes to Levitt. No.
Jordan, what?
I mean, Joseph Gordon-Levitt. No,
Okay.
why? Because he looked exactly like Bruce Willis.
Some of that was CGI though. It wasn't completely.
That wasn't, no, it was, they did the makeup on the nose and the cheekbones and stuff. I know they don't CGI it.
It's unique. You said it. Unique. Go ahead.
Hey, hold up. That is a good makeup. If you can make anybody
I love
look like
Looper.
Bruce,
I thought Looper was freaking excellent.
if you can make anybody look like Bruce Willis, that's an amazing job. There is only one Bruce Willis, except for when Joseph Gordon-Levitt played him.
That's very. Die Loopier.
Number 4, The Fly.
Very nice.
That's an awesome. Well, obviously not as a human form, but when he actually did the slowly doing the transformations of him becoming the Fly, all the way till we got the
Animatronic.
yeah, whatever that was, to that little gross thing, and it's like it was awesome. And it was
a fly.
like just, well, yeah, it was a fly. But it was awesome seeing the transformation from human to fly. And it was believable when they did it. It didn't look goofy. It didn't look like over made up. You ooh, it was really gross. All right, so number 3.
Really gross.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, number 3.
It's really gross.
All right, number 3. Pan's Labyrinth.
That is excellent choice. That was a good choice.
Because the way they did him, they even they did have the CGI a little bit because of the way his legs bent. So he wore like they green screened it with the little green socks and stuff to take it out. But the way they had his legs bent backwards and all the detail they had in the little designs on his face and on his body and his hands.
Yeah, I love
he was awesome.
Not to mention the other guy that had the eyes on his hands.
Yeah, that was
that was awesome.
The only reason why I didn't pick it was because it was only one small scene.
But it's still excellent.
But like he was on screen all the time, and it's like so as the Fawn, it was amazing. All right, so and
number 2. Oh no, number 2. Was that number 2? That was number 3.
yes, number 3.
Okay, well, number 2.
All right.
Number 2. Chuck Deuce.
Kurt Lazarus in Tropic Thunder.
Because I'm the dude playing the dude that looks like the other dude.
It's amazing.
So amazing. You don't even remember that's Robert Downey Jr. And he was nominated for an Oscar for that role. That's awesome.
It's so amazing how they did him. And it was like there's never been ever in the history of ever a white person doing blackface that I loved except for Robert Downey Jr.
It was excellent. It was excellent.
Oh my god.
Good choice.
All right, and my number 1, Exorcist.
Ooh, that's very good.
Exorcist.
Very, very
Not
good.
once has a movie made you think a little child could kill you. And she was so demonic, and I mean, it's the movie and her makeup, her being, possessed by the devil. I mean, we still watch that movie today. We've never sit up there and said like,
From the middle to the end, it's excellent. From the middle to the end,
Okay, yeah, we don't watch the beginning
From the
anymore.
beginning, it's horrible. It's boring as hell.
except when you do the extended one with the spider walk and stuff, and
From the middle to the end, it's excellent. From the middle to the beginning, it's horrible.
but it's one of those films where the makeup holds up so well.
Even to this day, you're
like
absolutely
30
right.
years old this movie is, or
Absolutely.
yeah,
No, it's 40.
almost 40, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, in 19 it'll be 40, right?
I have no idea.
79,
But it was earlier than that.
Oh wow. Okay.
I don't remember.
All right, we'll put it down there. So that's my top 5.
Very nice. Well, my top 5, I went a different route. Now, when you're looking at makeup, generally you're going to look at horror because that's where all of the practical
it's
effects and
horror,
gore, and I mean, Exorcist is a perfect example. I kind of want to throw a little bit of a mix in there. And you mentioned it before, and absolutely it's on my top 5. The Nutty Professor.
Yeah.
You could not, I mean, from what they did to make Eddie Murphy that big, but on top of that, make him his whole family from the Clumps, that was just freaking excellent.
Whoever
excellent
does
makeup.
Eddie Murphy's makeup in general, because he always plays multiple characters in a lot of his
Right, absolutely.
whoever does this
even
is genius.
Norbit. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think the Norbit.
No, because that one looked like a
good.
fat suit.
Yeah, that wasn't as good as Nutty Professor, but it was all right. But his makeup in the Nutty Professor, whether he was playing the Richard Simmons clone, Sherman Klump himself, or his family, it was great. There was a lot of detail in all of that.
Right.
So especially when he's trying to lose the weight and he's doing the exercise and one leg on you, one leg on you, one hand on you. So don't hurt me, Teddy P. Hercules. It was excellent. I loved it. All right, number 4. I'm now going back to my horror. Dawn of the Dead. The 1978.
zombies?
Yes, the 1978.
We're giving
version.
credit to the zombies.
The 1978 version that Tom Savini did. Now, if you guys don't know Tom Savini, get on there and do your homework, because Tom Savini is one of the best makeup artists ever. And it's a damn shame he doesn't have a freaking Oscar that I know of.
Count the Walking Dead?
No, he doesn't do those.
No, I'm
Just
just saying,
listen.
is it out of zombie makeup?
You look at the original where it originated as far as Tom Savini's work
Okay.
in 1978 when he did the Dawn of the Dead. Excellent. Now the remake that came out not too long ago was great too. That make was excellent too. But that movie was just I just loved it. Number 3 is The Evil Dead. Now we just had this conversation.
Remake?
The remake, yes.
Okay.
We just had this conversation about this movie not too long ago in the previous top 5, which we're really trying not to freaking have a multiple. But this movie was so good because it was so practical and it was very, very minor CGI.
Yeah.
And it was just excellent. I thought it was just amazing. It actually had a team of 10 people that did this
Wow.
makeup and hair and contact lenses and everything. So check that movie out,
I
definitely.
have a job for contact lenses.
Yeah. Number two, and I have it a little higher because I thought that it was excellent. Number 2 is The Fly, and we talked about it briefly not too long ago. I think it was also about best remakes or best horror. I can't remember what it was. But Chris Wallace did the effects on this. Now he also did it for The Fly 2, but I don't think it was as detailed
nobody remembers
as The Fly 2. I mean, Eric Stoltz, was his son.
Nobody remembers The Fly 2.
Yeah, I couldn't get past Daphne Zuniga because she was Princess Vespa to me from Spaceballs, so I couldn't get into it. But The Fly, Brundlefly, Jeff Goldblum, excellent. But the makeup that Chris Wallace did was just phenomenal. I mean, the detail that he did and you said it perfectly. The body horror when he's transforming.
That's the word I was looking for.
When he's transforming and his ears falling off, his things in a jar in the medicine cabinet. I mean, a lot of this stuff. Even before he starts turning, there's an arm wrestling scene in a bar that's just.
He breaks
he breaks his arm. It's just incredible. So check out that
because
one.
we know flies are strong
excellent.
for some strange reason.
Chris Wallace was actually also a creature consultant on Gremlins and Return of the Jedi. I just found that out today. All right, and the number 1 makeup for me is An American Werewolf in London.
I knew you were gonna do
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that.
Rick Baker.
Well, was on my list.
Rick Baker was just. He was. I mean, man, wow! You watch that whole transformation scene. One of the best werewolf transformation scene ever to be captured on film. He was just excellent. He won an Oscar for it, and like I said before, he did the freaking Nutty Professor makeup. That was him, and I believe he was nominated or he won an Oscar for that too. So Rick Baker, his work on American Werewolf in London is just amazing. It's just the best I've ever seen. Honorable mentions, T.
All right, honorable mentions. You guys already had them on your list. Benjamin Button. Had that. A recent one, The Nun from The Conjuring 3.
Good.
Very good. Very good.
I mean, it wasn't gross or anything like that, but just like it was just spooky.
How about the lady from Insidious?
There you go.
That's another one.
The Crooked Man from Conjuring 3. Like I said, you had Nutty Professor, Krueger. So I mean, yeah, you had a lot of my ones.
I had X-Men. Rebecca Romijn. I had Benjamin Button also.
You like hers over
Jennifer Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yes, because she actually wore it.
Jennifer Lawrence wore it in first class.
And then she went to no class. So, The Grinch.
That's a good
Jim
one.
Carrey.
Even though he hated it,
but it was excellent. Great makeup. Elm Street. 1, 2, 3, not 5. I liked Freddy vs. Jason makeup. That was good makeup right there. And
I can't tell that they were different.
the freaking, you guys need to check this out. Friday the 13th, Part 7, Kane Hodder as Jason when he's already, decomposed. That is the best looking Jason I have ever seen. Now the Jason, not the movie.
Right.
The Jason itself. Go back and check it out. The makeup on there. You can see his spine.
If you could Photoshop that Jason and take him out that movie and then put him in
something else. I would have loved to see that Jason fight Freddy. But anyway, that was an excellent one. But yeah, so the Elm Street movies, Star Wars. He has some beautiful makeup there. Darth Maul's makeup, Ray Park's makeup
that's a
was
great
absolutely
makeup job.
freaking excellent. I thought it was amazing. You go back even to The Thing. There's some good stuff there. The Aliens had some good stuff there.
Yeah.
And Heath Ledger. The concept of Heath Ledger as the Joker, I thought was great. I completely didn't even remember about The Exorcist. I feel horrible because that was excellent makeup. So great job on that. Aspen, do you have any honorable mentions?
I do. I have a few. So I have Mask, the Rocky Dennis.
Rocky Dennis,
story.
Eric Stoltz again.
Yep.
There you go.
And then Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas and The Mask.
Oh, that was good.
It's a good one.
That was really good. Awesome.
Doesn't he was more of a character actor?
What? Who?
Jim Carrey.
Oh yeah, I know. But back then, he actually did like what he did with that character in The Mask was just freaking excellent, man. He was all over the
He was
place.
such a physical comedian.
Exactly. Tell Tiny Tim I won't be home this Christmas.
My favorite scene. My favorite scene.
All right, so
I do give it time.
like always, we say these videos, make sure you put your top 5 down in the comments below because I love seeing those top 5s. You guys think of a lot of things that I haven't thought of or we didn't mention on the show, even in our honorable mentions. And then I think you guys kind of cheat because you hear all of this stuff and then you put together your best top 5 based on what we already said, but that's okay. That's cool.
Yeah, Chris.
That's cool, but like I said, you guys do think of some things that we don't think of below. So make sure you put your top 5 below. Make sure you like, so that way, and if you get a chance to go to Twitter, if you have a Twitter account, always check once a week, because we do put these polls out here. These polls out here.
We're putting polls.
We put these polls out here for the people. So make sure you vote on them, so that way you actually have an input of what we do for top 5 going forward. And as always, make sure you subscribe, so that way you know about all the videos that we release. All right.
Awesome. 2016 again, Terrence.
2016.
Freaking again! This time, John Saunders from ESPN passed away.
No way!
Early 60s. He
That's
died
right,
either today or yesterday. I can't remember. But heart goes out to all the colleagues at ESPN, family and friends, everybody. He was awesome. I really liked his work. He did really good. So
Wow, John
rest in
Saunders,
peace.
man, that sucks.
Yeah. For Aspen, I'm Manny,
Terrence.
and that was the goods.